This box is actually 27 years old. And I want to tell you what's in this box. I learned a technique from a spiritual teacher where every time I have a crazy dream or a goal, I write it in a piece of paper and I put it in this box. And I imagine as if this box is kind of like a genie or a magic machine and these goals come true. So in this box, you'll find some crazy stuff. Don't ask me what this is. It's a unicorn buck. A Christmas card with Star Wars characters singing, a broken arrow from a Harveka class where I had to break an arrow with my neck. But this piece of paper started it all. And this is what we're going to talk about today. This paper says June 2008, Mindvalley 300K in sales, okay? Let me tell you what was going on there. In May of 2008, I had been an entrepreneur for 5 years, and I realized that I was in a horrible situation. We had 18 people working for Mindvalley back then, but we were making about $250,000 a month in revenue, but we were losing money every single month. And we knew if this loss didn't stop, we were about to run out of cash in the bank, and we would have to let go of a good chunk of our team. I tried everything, business consultants, marketing strategies, hiring MBAs. Nothing was changing that. I went into one of those zones where I just couldn't focus and work because the fear, the anxiety was so great. Now back then, my life was really different. I drove a tiny Nissan March. I did not have enough money. Everything was going to this company that was not really going anywhere for the first 5 years. And I lived in a room still in my parents' house. You see, I had failed to realize that ultimately, everything we see in life is about what's going on in here. And I was trying all the physical outside tools, but not paying attention to the stuff that's right here in between our ears. I flew to San Diego to attend a class by a spiritual teacher. I signed up for a 4-day seminar by another personal growth master. I went deep into the works of philosophers like Neil Donald Walsh and Esther Hicks. This piece of paper where I'd written down my goal, 300K, we'd been stuck at 250K for a year. And all of a sudden, an idea clicked and we hit 300K. So I thought, well, why not go a little further? I took my team to the beach to celebrate. And there, we held up a sign in the sand with the word 500K. In 3 months, we hit 500K. Emboldened by ability to just grow all of a sudden so rapidly, we set a new goal for 1 million. And in a mere 8 months, from May 2008, when I put this in the box, we hit 1 million. The company had grown 400%. But it wasn't a specific growth strategy. It wasn't some brand new innovation. It was because what was going on in my head had changed. And if you want to know the exact things that I learned that caused me to pull Mindvalley out of this situation of near death, moving from a tiny crammed residential house to an office that just made Inc. magazine top 10 most beautiful offices, I want to invite you to join me on a 1-hour deep dive into these ideas. You don't just have to be a CEO or a founder. This class is for anyone who wants to get out of a slump, who feels you're kind of hitting a ceiling and you've tried everything else. And I want to show you how to break through this feeling by expanding your levels of consciousness to go to new heights so that you transform the world based on what you're feeling inside here. So, the masterclass is happening all of this week. It's completely free. Go ahead and RSVP.